Hello my lovelies, Rob here from Kickback Garage. Yes, it is blimmin' freezing in the garage today, that is for sure. Whoa. Just hope that little oven of mine warms the place up a little bit. Anyway, in this video I am going to be completing the TV175 Series 2 engine that I'm doing. This is the thing, this is the project that we're going to be messing around with in the winter. But first off, I think we'll have a bit of an intro and grab yourself one of those cups of coffee. Another product that I've grown a little bit fond of is MB Scooter's Leakdown test kit. I didn't buy the full kit, you can buy these parts separately, but as you can see I've got a massive chunk of aluminium at the bottom of the exhaust port. I have fit a gasket and some sealer, and instead of messing around with inner tubes, bicycle inner tubes, and trying to get those leak free before I can test the actual engine itself, then these are quite handy. It makes this, it's a bung, and different sizes, obviously hole all the way through, and this I think should fit this way. Used this a few times now, and it's proved to be quite handy. So obviously I've got the plug in the head. We can press this into the manifold. It's quite a tight fit, which is good. There you go. That basically sits like the carb would sit, and then tighten that down and give it a bit of a pump with this big spigometer. Right, let's see if this thing is leaking. Right, just went in, grabbed a cup of coffee. It's been stood for about 15 minutes, and I've lost 1.5 spirometers. So that's airtight. The thing is, helicoils and time certs, they're actually quite expensive. And I found this neat little product from the Scooter Centre, and it's an MB product. It is a stud that has 8mm on one side and 6mm on the other side. And I imagine there's lots of applications where you can use these. But I've used them on the side case here, and I've just fit them with, what's it called? Really strong Locktite, and they seem to be sitting really nicely in there. And that saved us not only quite a bit of money, but also quite a bit of stress when it comes to the job in hand. So that was very handy. Product number 2. So another MB product I want to show you is this, which is the cable retainer thingamajig from the starter. I love these, really good idea. Thing is, when you fit in wires, especially if you're fitting like the modern type ignitions from BGM Vape or the Casa Ducati, then the wires are a lot thicker, or in this case with the vape you have extra wires, and there's no way you can fit those into the original type cable retaining plates. Another thing about these is all the aftermarket cable retaining plates, they have their hole smack bang in the center, whereas the original Innocenti types, they are off center. Can you see that? And the original type off center ones are really quite easy to fit. The centered ones are not easy to fit because it's really fiddly trying to line up the holes and get this tiny little screw in the end here. But what MB has done, he has not only made enough room for all of the cables to fit through, he has also got this kit here which comes with studs, and that makes the whole shebang a lot easier. So let me fit this and I'll show you what it looks like when it's in place. There you go, that is the MB cable holder retaining wassamajig fit. Yeah, I think it looks really nice, but it's not just nice to look at, it's practical. As you can see, it's got these like high screws, so they're really easy to get to. And another nice little detail which I like is the fact that it comes with one of these cable clip thingies to fit your all-important engine earth. Another thing I like to fit on my builds, if I can, is these. This is MB adjuster block, very nice. This one has been sat on my engine for about 6 years, and I had it in my parts bin. I thought I could use it on this build here. Now the new MB type adjuster blocks, they look more original. These have their own sort of funky design, but the whole point of these are, if you've tried adjusting your cables, the gear cables can be a real pain in the arse to adjust, especially this one at the back here, because your clutch cable is on top of it. This also means that you can, if you want to, you can route your clutch cable over the silent blocks, which does alleviate some cable rub there. So another great product. As I said, this one's 6 years old, so the design has changed slightly, but the new one does the same job. And you can see as well, it lifts the choke cable up slightly, and it just means that you can get to these screws without the cable in the way. While I am still on wobbly cam, I want to show you another product. This one is not from MB. This is from BGM, and it is the head cowl. I really like these. This is unpainted. You'll see why it's unpainted when the scooter turns up. But these are fiberglass, so they don't make that rattle noise when you bolt them on. The handy thing with these is they fit. If you stroke your engine, which we have done on this, I'll go through the specs in a second, then normally you have to fit a couple of these spacers if you want to get the cowl in to sit flush on the engine. Another pain in the arse actually with the RT kits, the only pain in the arse really, is you can see the way that the manifold is, exhaust manifold is made. You have to make some slots with from the original manifold so that the springs, exhaust springs, fit on there. But as you can see, this I have not touched at all. This I've just bolted it straight on. You can see they're perfectly aligned when I fit this cowl to my RT engine. Another nice detail is the fact that it comes with the proper screws for the head cowl as well, the original type ones. And I have got this BGM manifold on here, and you can see no touching. We'll swing you back round on the back side. There you go, and you can see it's perfect, and it also gives you access to your manifold bolts if you need to get to that at some time. Really nice bit of kit actually. I have these actually on both my scooters, and I've used them on most of the builds that I've done the last couple of years. Expensive though, they're a bit expensive I reckon. Well worth it, but expensive. As promised, I'm going to run you through the full specs of the engine, and only quality parts here really, to tell you the truth. And that's how I like to build them, because they seem to be very reliable if you use a little bit of money on them. Right, start off, lay shaft, BGM lay shaft, brand new BGM bearing, hub bearing, new BGM brake pads. I have shimmed the gearbox. I fit an MB gearbox shim there. I changed the bearings, all the bearings in the end plate as well. This is the BGM Super Strong it's a 47. Originally, the TV175, which is the gearbox I'm using, the original one, comes with a 46, and they seem to get a little bit, slightly better ratio actually, and because this is going to have the Clubman BGM Clubman Sport exhaust, it will actually have no troubles between third and fourth, which you can find that you do have if you've got the original TV175 cylinder on these. And that is actually a tip that I found on the BGM, no, I'm lying, on the MB Scooters website. He says that they can be used fine, and that's exactly the same setup that I had in the last 3, and I've ridden them, and they work really well. I think it's, off the top of my head, 491, is it? Final drive, if you fit a 47. Obviously, new iWis chain. Is it 81 link? I think, something like that. Because it's 81 link, I had to go for a pull-down chain tensioner. The chain looks very taut here, but I thought I'll just show you. I've got about 5 or 6 millimeters of movement there, which is no problem. There have been some complaints about the CAS chain guide coming loose, stuff like that. I don't know, I haven't got a clue. I've used mine for nigh on 6, coming up to 7 years. I've had no problems with it. I fit these on all the scooters that I build that I have an oddball primary drive on, so they can get that pull down tensioner. Also works as a push-up tensioner. As you can see, I changed out the spring as well on the cush drive. Reason for that is because they do die after a while. Like 60-year-old springs, they sort of go coil bound, and what I have found is when you give it some welly, it can actually jump over the ramp on the cush drive. So I fit that as well. They're not expensive, they can cost a tenner. So that is the primary. And top end is RT195 kit, complete kit. I have fit the BGM vape electronic system here, static. I prefer static on not super high revving engines. I actually got started on the TS1 as well, and that's working really well. What else have I done? Obviously changed all the bearings, all the seals, new spark plug, new BGM silent blocks. We bought a new original type Casa Lambretta swivel. I fit the adjuster block from MB, like I said, and you can't see it here, but I've also converted the gear actuator so that has a 6mm stud, so I can use a screw on there instead of that fiddly, stupid fiddly circlip. And I think that's about it. The keen-eyed will see that I have not got a nipple on the clutch, and that is because, I'll just move the camera, I am fitting a SIL GP end case, obviously with a brass plunger. This has a new kickstart plunger. The kickstart shaft is the new Casa Lambretta one, which are very nice and solid. I've shimmed that out, and now I think I can button it all down. Right, just got a phone call off my wife, which is right at the side of the garage. Yep, my dinner's ready, so I'm not going to button this down. I'll do that later on. I hope you enjoy these videos. I certainly enjoy making them, and just gives you a bit of an insight in some of the parts that I use. Excellent parts from MB there, and BGM obviously. The next set of videos are going to be Hans, who owns this TV175 Series 2. It's got lots of patina on there. We are going to be bringing that scooter down into the workshop, and he's actually going to be giving me a hand, which is very nice. And he did give me a hand when I fit the cylinder and the bearings and stuff like that. So it's really nice not having to work completely alone for a change. So that should give it a little bit more dynamics, a little bit more video dynamics. Anyway, I love you and leave you. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can do the old subscribe. You can also be a member. Press on the old member button. I don't think it costs much, about a couple of quid a month or something like that. Everything helps to support the channel, keeps me with cameras, microphones, all that sort of stuff. And, as I said, I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ra!